Hey everyone, get ready for an exciting chat today. We're diving deep into the power of expression and why it's so important in our lives. You won't want to miss this, so stay tuned. Hey YouTube fam, K.Short here, and I'm so excited that you're here for today's video. First off, I want to say thank you so much for being here. I know that you could be anywhere else in the world right now. You could be anywhere else on the internet, but you're here with me on this video, and I really appreciate it. So today we're going to be talking about something that's really close to my heart, and that's the significance of creating and expression. And the reason why I want to make this video is because I've been inspired by one, Devin Lars from Doing Everything Different. He has relaunched the brand into a podcast, and I'm so excited for him and this journey. This is a brand that I have loved since he visited me at Northern Arizona University back in what, Devin, like 2010 or something like that. It's been over a decade since I've been following the brand, and it's definitely been an inspiration. And so I just want to say thank you so much for bringing Doing Everything Different back and into podcast form, hopefully some more clothing form. But regardless of whatever you do, just know I'm always here to support you and this endeavor. And I just also love the fact that you didn't allow that idea to die, you know, and I'm also really glad that it didn't leave you and that it wanted to transform into something new. So I look forward to all the future episodes that you have on the Doing Everything Different podcast. And so second, the reason why I'm making this video is because my soul needs it. For those of you that know, this is actually my second YouTube channel. So if you go to my first YouTube channel, you'll see me in my 20s. That's what you're going to see, okay? And you can take it for what you want to. That was just a different version of me, a younger version of me. And so I wanted to relaunch a YouTube channel. I guess it's not a relaunch. I wanted to launch a YouTube channel. I wanted to launch a second YouTube channel because I feel like that YouTube channel was more of my exploratory phase. I feel like I was just trying to make sense of the world and try a lot of different things. And to be honest, I think a lot of those things worked. I think I really enjoyed a lot of those things. And one of them in particular is the one that I started with, and it was Short Talk Sunday. And so basically every Sunday I would jump on as a video blog, a video journal, and share with all of you any lessons that I learned that past week. Again, my mind at 20 and in my 20s and my mind in my 30s are different. And so that's a good thing. So whatever you see in that old channel, there's relevance to it because it's all stepping stones, right? But a lot of things have changed since then. And so what I've realized in coming back to this channel is the importance of self-expression. And I say that because my spirit, I realized, has been locked away and not able to express itself. And, you know, for those of you who have watched the journey thus far, you can see that I very much have a soft spot and a passion for creativity, for the arts, for performance, for music, for people's stories, for connections, for collaborations, for community. A lot of those things are still the same, and I want to bring it onto this channel. And so what I realized though is that as much as those artists and those musicians, why I admire them so much is because their expression comes out through their expression comes through music and art, performance and dance and spoken word and all of these things. And for me, little old me, let's just say that ukulele over there has been there for over a decade. You can literally see it in some of my old videos, still doing the same thing. And in some other videos, you can also see this one too. This has also been in my videos since the very beginning. And so that's why I'm here, because my spirit only really knows how to express themselves through talking. And that's just the gift I've been given. I wasn't given the gift of a two-step. Okay, I got a little bit of that. I wasn't given the gift of choreography, I guess you can say, or the gift of singing and playing at the same time. My brain just can't even wrap my head around that. Singing in general, artistry, painting, pottery, that, none of those things just really oh, that's how I want to express myself. This is what I have. And so that's why I'm coming back, because my soul needs it. So with that said, I want to talk more about self-expression and why it's so important. I just realized just recently, I was like, wow, I didn't really realize how much I loved it and how much I needed it. So, as you all know, we all have unique ways of expressing ourselves, whether it's through art, music, writing, or even just our everyday conversations. That's personally like how I like to express myself, is through everyday conversations, particularly through curiosity. I've had to realize that's a form of expression too. It doesn't always look like it's in an artistic or creative way, right? And so again, the whole point of expressing ourselves is to allow us to connect on a deeper level, share our thoughts, and showcase our individuality. And yeah, for me, I'm just like, oh, I got so much going on up here and I have nowhere to put it. You know, journaling only gets me so far. I love journaling, don't get me wrong. It's definitely the place where I get to express my deepest, darkest desires and destinations. But when it comes to like everyday expression, I'm just realizing like, wow, I need this. So I want you to ask yourself, do you struggle with expressing yourself? How do you express yourself? Do you like to do it through the arts? Do you like to do it through talking? Do you like to do it through painting? How do you like to express yourself? I know my best friend, they love to express themselves through style. So much so, when I encouraged them to work at Starbucks and Starbucks still had a stricter uniform, literally the only thing that held them back was the uniform, because they love to express themselves so much through their dress attire. And just to give you context, we worked at Buffalo Exchange together. So ironically, you know, for her, that was like her full expression. She was, you know, in her zone of genius every single day. For me, it was stifling to me. Like me having to pick out what I want to wear every single day, like stresses me out and overwhelms me. Like it is not the way I like to express myself, but for her, it is. And so it's ironic, both of us as baristas, I was able to thrive in that because my way of expressing with people is conversing with people, right? It's talking to customers, it's talking to my team, and so on and so forth. But for her, she can do that just as well, if not better. But I can tell that she doesn't feel fully expressed because she was limited in her dress attire. For me, that's just one less decision I wanted to make. You know, even when I was a kid, in 3rd grade, I remember telling my mom, like, hey, like, can you sign this paper so that we can have uniform? Because I don't like thinking about what I'm gonna wear every day. And the moment that happened, I was doing well in school. So there you go. But anyways, when it comes to expression, just know like the whole point of expression, and if it's something that's new to you and you're like, what's the point of it? And you haven't expressed things, like first, expression comes in a lot of different forms, like we've talked about, but even just like the act of crying and the act of yelling and the act of like, you know, like getting those emotions out, like that's obviously another form of expression. But I think more than anything, if we're able to express ourselves in other ways, it's important to just like be authentic. I feel like that's something that is important to me because I haven't had the chance to be authentic in my day-to-day life. Like I have, but I mean, I've been working from home a lot, so you can tell it's a little stifling. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta come back and make some videos and really process what's going on in my human journey. Number 2, embrace your true self and let your uniqueness shine. You know, I'm new to San Diego, and so it's been kind of hard being new and true to myself at the same time. And so just still realizing, you know, like I'm from Arizona, like I'm a Phoenix kid, and so my dress attire is very simple because it was very hot. I'm actually wearing a Phoenix Suns shirt. Like that's how simple it is, you know? So yeah, and realizing that my uniqueness doesn't have to come through my dress. It comes through, you know, the experiences I've had. You know, if you don't know how to express yourself, it's important for us to explore different mediums. So we could try out different forms of expression. It could be painting, it could be music, or even it could be cooking up a storm. And don't forget, most importantly, to just start small. We could begin expressing ourselves in safe spaces like a journal or with close friends and let that confidence grow. I know for me, I've been journaling since the 3rd grade, so that was kind of the only place I had to really express myself. And so when YouTube came out and I started my videos back in 2011 or something like that, it was game over from there. You could go check it out, my old YouTube video. I have over 500 videos of expressing myself. So think about it. When we express ourselves openly, we invite others to understand us better or to not. Let's just be honest. There's a lot of trolls on the internet. There's a lot of people out there that always have something to say, but you know, it can invite others to understand us better, or can invite ourselves to understand ourselves better. I don't know how many times I look back at those old videos, I'm like, oh, I was really going through it. I feel like it's a way of building connections, fostering empathy, and breaking down barriers. Our words and our actions shape how we're perceived, and expression is key to genuine human connections. So again, creating expression isn't just about communicating with others, it's also about boosting our own self-confidence. When we express our ideas and our opinions, we reinforce our belief in ourselves, leading to personal growth and empowerment. And as we all know, life is not always a smooth ride. We encounter obstacles and setbacks, and that's where expression becomes a powerful tool. Sharing our struggles and wins can inspire others facing similar challenges. Our stories of resilience remind us that we're not alone in the journey. And just to be honest with all of you, that's the whole reason why I've made videos in the past. I've felt alone in my journey, and I've created videos because I didn't want other people to feel like they were alone in their journeys. And so when we share and express ourselves, we're reminded that we're not the only ones walking this path called life. So just remember the importance of self-expression. It allows us to practice self-awareness, embrace our vulnerability, using our voice, tell our stories, practice empathy, stay curious, overcome fears, and give ourselves permission to be fully expressed. And just remember that personal expression is a journey of growth and connection. Each one of us has a unique voice and perspective that deserves to be heard. So I challenge you to go out there and express yourself in a way that feels true to you. Whether it's through art, conversations, or any other medium, let your voice shine and your story be heard. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me and exploring the importance of expression. If you found this video inspiring, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And hey, let's continue this conversation in the comments below. And until next time, keep expressing yourself because you never know who you're inspiring. And hey, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out on more empowering content in the future. See y'all in the next video. Bye now.